In today's video, I will show you two effective methods to search for and identify fonts used in any image. This will help you find similar or even the exact fonts from designs you like. Since my channel focuses on Amazon KDP and self-publishing, I will try to identify the fonts of current bestseller book cover designs. But don't worry, you can use these methods to identify fonts for any print-on-demand products like t-shirts, hats, mugs, and more. Let's get started. Personally, I prefer the method I will discuss in the second part of the video, but since this might be more suitable for some of you, let's start with Myfonts as the first method. Myfonts is a marketplace that offers professional fonts for any project, with over 270,000 fonts available licenses. On the top menu of this site, there's a tool called WhatTheFont that can help you find the fonts you are looking for. When you open it, you will see a search box. You can either type or pass an image URL or upload an image from your device, which is what I'm going to do now. First, let's open the Amazon bestsellers page for children's books to find an example. If you have watched my previous video, I discussed the design techniques used on the First Day Jitters book cover. Let's choose this one. You can either take a screenshot of the word Jitters or the entire cover and upload it to the WhatTheFont site. I will upload the whole cover to show you how it identifies the text areas. Once you have uploaded the image, you will see boxes around the text, allowing you to select the words of the font you want to identify. Then, click Identify the font. You can see the number of similar fonts available here. I believe the font Maxwell Slab Demi-Bold matches the one used on the cover. The illustrator seems to have slightly altered the angles of the letters and adjusted their positions. You can purchase this font directly from myfonts.com with prices listed on the right hand side. Alternatively, you can identify the font name here and search for it on other sites. Since Creative Fabrica is familiar to my audience, let's check if this font is available there. Creative Fabrica offers the Maxwell Slab serif font, but it seems they don't have Maxwell Slab Demi-Bold. Let's look for similar options. For instance, the EPS Slab font is available on Creative Fabrica. The price is the same for the complete family, which includes both EPS Sans and EPS Slab fonts. You can download these with a free trial on Creative Fabrica, and even after the trial ends, the monthly subscription is quite affordable. It is more cost-effective than purchasing a single font since you get access to many additional fonts and graphics with the subscription. Another option is the Chump Change font, which is also available on Creative Fabrica. I will include a link in the description for those who don't have a Creative Fabrica account to check the details. The second method is using Adobe fonts, which I personally preferred. There are over 30,000 fonts available and they are included with your Creative Cloud subscription. As stated, everything you see is cleared for personal and commercial use in Adobe fonts. So let's check the Amazon bestsellers page for children's books again to find another example. Let's look at the cover of Cocowayo's Stress Relief Coloring book, which I also analyzed for design techniques in my previous video. I already took a screenshot of this cover. I will open Adobe Fonts and select the camera icon on the home page to upload it. Select a single line of text from the image. The font in the title and subtitle looks the same, but the title has a thick stroke. I think that it's better to select the subtitle to identify the font. Then, click Next Step. Check the sample text and update if needed. Here, the text is recognized correctly, so no update is needed. Click Next Step. You can now see the number of similar fonts available. Select View as List or Grid. You can also adjust the text size as needed. While these fonts aren't identical to the one on the cover, they are very similar. Remember, illustrators often modify or decorate fonts, so you might not find the exact match. For example, the Harry Potter lightning bolt on the letter P I showed in my previous video was a unique touch by the illustrator. I think the font dangle bolt looks quite similar to the original font, except for the letter Y. My goal is usually to find a font that's very close, not necessarily an exact match, so I think this one is okay. The first reason I prefer Adobe Fonts is that you can easily add fonts to Creative Cloud applications like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, or Premiere Pro by simply clicking the Add Font icon. I will show you a quick example soon. Additionally, as stated, no extra charges. Fonts are included with your Creative Cloud subscription. The second reason I prefer Adobe fonts is that everything you see is cleared for personal and commercial use. You can check the font licensing page on Adobe's site for any exceptions. Generally, as mentioned, you can use the fonts for any kind of merchandise, whether you are designing a t-shirt for a friend or product packaging for a client. Other printed products, such as books or magazines, are permitted as well. There is no limitation on the number of impressions or items you may produce. That's why I recommend trying Adobe Creative Cloud subscription for creating more professional print-on-demand products like t-shirts, mugs, or low-content books with better fonts all in one place. There's a 7-day free trial available. I will include the link in the description so you can test it after watching this video. Now let's add this font and see how it works in Adobe Illustrator. I have already opened the cover file with 40% opacity to arrange the position of the text I will write with the new font and place it in the base layer in Illustrator. The third reason I prefer Adobe fonts is that after adding the font to Adobe Illustrator, I can change the font scale, adjust the spacing between letters, and even modify or decorate the type after converting it to outlines in Illustrator. For example, if I need to change the letter Y to make it more similar to the original, I can draw it with the pen tool and replace the one in the original font. Although Adobe has fewer fonts than Myfonts, the ability to modify fonts compensates for this. Plus, remember that all the fonts are free with your subscription, which I really appreciate. As I said, if you are interested in Adobe Creative Cloud, you can try it for free. To get started, visit the Adobe Creative Cloud free trial page and explore the possibilities. If you find this video helpful, consider subscribing and supporting the channel. See you soon.